This might be my last Tool video, I don't know. Hey there Tool Army, it's Lauren here. Welcome to a special video. It's an unboxing video. Sorry it's already been unboxed, but this was in a box with other things. But it's still in the plastic. This album right here, which I'm not going to say the name of because... what is this called? How do you say this word? Because I thought I knew how to say it, and then I heard Justin say it, and it was like, there's no way. But I think maybe that is correct. He would know. This album is the second one that I've finished in its entirety, and that's why I'm going to open this right now. And I'm getting close to Undertow, and the rest, probably not. So let's see what they got in here. I know Lateralis had a very cool little booklet thing with the transparent pages. So I'm wondering what's going on inside of here. I'm sure it's trippy. It's exciting so far. I feel like they're playing mind games. Can you get into the CD? There we go. Part 1 complete. They did away with the stickers. Thank you. All right, so here's the cover. And it has a hologram effect. I don't know if you can tell that on here. There we go. The eyes are moving. That's not trippy at all. What am I looking at? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I think I do know what I'm looking at. I saw this picture at some point before. Here, let me show you what I'm looking at so you can enjoy it with me. So, that happened. And then this side. Yep. It's too shiny. California. I get it. All right. Ooh. Oh, here you go. This is like... Oh, look at that. This is like a bonus you can have fun with. That's from my fairy lights. Making blue lines on here. So, there's a little bonus. You can have fun with that. Thanks, Tool. I feel like this is a very selfish unboxing. I'm just looking at it myself and you don't know what I'm seeing. Unless you own this album, then you do know what I'm seeing. Alright, so we have creepy flying babies and this thing. What is that thing? So here's what I'm hoping is fuzzy. That's fuzzy for you, right? And it's not just my camera, like it's actually fuzzy. It's the blue guy. I remember him. I think I met this guy in Eulogy. He was on the lyric video. Hey, blue guy. I'm just reading this. Geeks. There we go. See how it says geeks at the top? That's not just my camera, it is fuzzy. I'm going to leave this up here. If you want to read it, feel free to pause the video and read this. Bill Hicks. All right. Oh, God. I was not prepared for this. Oh my God. What? There you go. So that's happening. That's happening. And then there's an eye over here. I don't know. I wanted to get a track list. Oh, the back has this, there's me. The back has this eye on it. So what I plan to do is listen to this album. Hopefully I know all of these. I don't know, number 6 or number 4 or number 8 or number 10 or number 12 or number 14. Second part of this video will be a little review, and I'll let you know how I feel about these songs I haven't heard before. I'm guessing they're just like little instrumental things or just little real quick songs. I'm not sure what they are, but yeah, I'll let you know how I felt about those and just give you a little an overall review of this. Stay tuned for that coming up right now. This is part 2 of my album unboxing / review. This is the / review part. I just listened to this last night. I only gave it 1 listen, which is probably not very fair. Before I go any further, I would like to point out this, my Angry Maynard sticker. I had some real estate over here and I thought, you know what? I bet Angry Maynard will fit there, and he does. It's probably blurry though, but that counts. Unfortunately, I don't have the that lovely image to show you, but you know the one. So I listened to it with headphones. It was dark and I was on the floor. Although I don't think that was really necessary for this album. This one, just compared to Lateralis, because I always compare everything, even though it annoys everyone, including myself, it's not nearly as relaxing. Not that Lateralis is super relaxing, but I just feel like that album maybe... It doesn't feel as angry to me, aside from Ticks and Leeches and The Grudge and some other ones. This one just feels a little more angry. I had forgotten that this was their second album. For some reason, I was thinking it was the third one, and the one with the head was the second one. Can you tell I'm new at this? I don't know if I've made it into the army officially yet. I don't know when that occurs, but the fact that I call it the one with the head on it, I'm thinking that might work against me getting into the army. I have mixed thoughts about this album. Lateralis, I really like start to finish. This one had some moments where I was just thinking like, I just sort of had a face like, And what's really surprising, and what's going to really surprise you, going into this I thought Eulogy is the best song on the album, because Eulogy is one of my favorite Tool songs. Vicarious, Lateralis, Eulogy, those are my top 3 Tool songs, I think. So I just thought, of course, Eulogy is going to be the best song on the album. And then we get to 46 and 2, and I thought, oh, maybe this is the best song on the album. But then, surprise to everyone, I'm not saying this is the best song on the album, but it's the song that I enjoyed the most in my first listen to the whole thing. And that is Push It. Was not expecting that at all, but I loved that. That was such a highlight of this album for me. For that initial album listen, that was the best part. Oh, if when I say I might fade like a sigh if I stay, that section was my favorite part. But as far as my favorite song on the album, I think I have to stick with Eulogy. But 46 and 2 is a close second. I heard some tracks on here that I had not heard before, and those were interesting. There was a baby, there was an answering machine message that was very profane, although it had a really nice piano backing on it. There was Ions, which lasted for eons. Is that accurate? How long is an eon? It's indefinite. An indefinite and very long period of time. Then, yes, I'd say Ions went on for eons. That could be the title of this review. Ions went on for eons. I don't mind a little interlude kind of thing. I actually think it's really cool when you're listening to the album as a whole. Now, if you're like in the car, am I going to skip that every single time? Absolutely I will. I don't know if I would say I enjoyed it, but I thought it was cool. The reason that I can't say I enjoyed it is because the buzzing kind of sound that was doing this kind of thing, which was super cool because it was like Tool 360. It sounded like an insect to me. And the same day, I had a wasp in my house, which is nothing new. I get wasps in my house. The timing of that, it was just like a wasp was coming at me, like it was just flying around my head. It was just doing laps around my head. So every time it would come, and it was always louder in this ear, I would have like a little shiver. Oh, another standout on here is the song H, which I did. It was one of my very first Tool songs. Useful Idiot. What does this sound like? I have no memory of it. Oh, I thought this was just like the end of H. I didn't realize it was a separate song. I wasn't looking at the track list while I was listening to it because I was in the dark. Does this have a baby? Okay, and then that goes right into 46 and 2. All right. Message to Harry Manback. Okay, so this was the answering machine one, correct? Oh, it had this really cool piano, and I was like, oh, what is this? And the birds, and then we get this message. If you were listening to the album, like, sure, you'd leave this on. But if you're in the car, are you going to leave this on? I doubt it. Perhaps, but I doubt it. So that would be my take on that. Hooker with a Penis is just so Undertow to me. And that's when I realized that this was so close to Undertow. I was just thinking there was much more of a separation. And then Intermission and Jimmy, which was my last Tool video. Thank you, by the way. Just thank you. And then we have the Eggs of Satan. I don't remember what this sounds like at all. Does this have a baby? I don't even remember hearing this. So who is saying this? Is this Maynard or is this someone else? Oh, wait a minute. No. This is Marco Fox. Not loving that. Push It. Highlight of the album. And then the next one, I don't remember what that is. Here's the baby. I knew I heard a baby. I thought that was much earlier in the album, though. Was there another baby earlier? I'd like to know what you think about all of these little interludes. I think on the one hand, they're kind of cool because they sort of link everything together. But on the other hand, I just want to skip them. Ænima, or is it Ænima? I don't know. It's just A. We have A the song and A the album. So then that brings us to Ions. And then finally, Third Eye. I have a very controversial opinion I'm about to share with you. I don't know what it was about this song. I've heard the song. I did a reaction to this song. You can watch it right here. Shameless plug. I was sitting there thinking, if this song doesn't end soon, I'm going to lose my Yeah, I said it. I said it. It was the prying open the eye thing. I'm like, if he doesn't get this eye open soon, can we get a little help here? Prying open this eye? Oh my. I don't know if I was just like getting tired at that point or what was going on. Get your eye open. We gotta end this album now. I should probably stop talking. I just keep making it worse. If anyone's still watching at this point, thank you for watching. It just has some of these standout tracks on it, you know, and they're just sort of sandwiched in between some other ones that I'm not a huge fan of. And so it's just kind of like, it's an interesting mix of songs on here. So I'd like to know what you think about this album. Feel free to be as honest as I was. This might be my last Tool video, I don't know. Overall, I like it, and if you can, if you have a favorite Tool album, I'd like to know what it is. And I would also like to know your favorite track from this album. My answer is Eulogy is my favorite song from this album, but Push It was my favorite song from my first listen of this album. So if you want to also complicate your answer, feel free to do that. I think this video is much longer than it needed to be, but it was fun to do. Get your patient pants on. Get them buttoned, get them zipped, they're staying on. Alright, jerk-offs, thanks so much for watching this Tool album unboxing review. It's been fun. It's been enlightening. It's been honest. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you for the next one. But I'm just going to call it A. We're going to call this A. This will all sound very Canadian. A. And me. Oh, trippy. More specifically, it was the part, of course, I don't know. What was he saying? Something about anyway, and if I make my mind up anyway, something about stay. I don't know. And it goes dun 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 dun. That part. I know you know what I'm talking about, but let me just check. Oh my god, Eon Blue Apocalypse. Oh wow, it's all coming together. How long is an eon? Harry Manback. I see what you did there. I actually just saw that. I just got that. Harry Manback. I literally just got that. That's going in the blooper reel. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. See, I can't be in the army. There's no way I could be in the army. This is why I can't be in the army. I don't think a true army member would ever say that. About any Tool song. Crawl Away is the next one. From Undertow. You knew that.